All right, folks. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Okay, back to Chris Garlock with Stephanie Yin, one non-professional. Stephanie, I know there's probably a lot of other things you could be doing right now, so thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so this is just our second daily recap, and so we hope that you are enjoying them. This is an opportunity to do a 1 hour or less recap of highlights of the day. So Stephanie may be referring to some of our streams from earlier. This morning we didn't get to all the Masters, so I think we're going to take a look at some of those games. I think we're going to have a little treat with some of the Redmond games too. Yes,
that's right. Yeah.
Before we get into that, we have to sort of check in. So how are you enjoying the Congress so far?
Very much. Yeah. I love it.
What's your favorite part?
Favorite part? Oh, there are a lot actually. Definitely watching the Masters games, and then see more and more younger players.
Many kids.
I know that,
and they're so strong.
Yeah,
they're like so strong.
Look at the junior divisions in Redmond Cup. That's crazy. There are many, like 5-6 stans already at the young age.
I think they may be a little bit more than that. Just
in junior division. Yeah. I know there are a lot of more in senior division. And then this year they got more as 5 and 6 stans in the junior division. That's under 12.
Alex Chi did the commentary, and of course he was at Redmond Cup for a number of years. And I was remembering, when they first started Redmond Cup, and there weren't that many kids. They were not that strong, and but Nonia Redmond and Michael Redmond, had this vision, and it really seemed like kind of a moonshot. I think it's 30 years now that it's been going, and like you say, so many kids, but not just that there's so many, but that they're really, really strong.
So it's a bright future.
Well, and here's the thing, Stephanie, was that it's not the future. I mean, the couple of the top players in the Redmond Cup are also playing in the Masters. You go in the Masters and there's children.
Yeah.
And they're doing quite well.
Yes. That's great. That's great to see. And then maybe I heard the professional qualification tournament
coming up in DC. Come visit.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you. You have the New York Go Institute of NYIG
Institute of Go.
Thank you. I always get that. But just tell folks about that, because I don't think enough people know about it. And it's you guys have. Speaking of young people, like when you guys show up, it's like the posse.
Like army.
It is. You all have your shirts.
Yeah. So, long story short, the New York Institute of Go was founded in 2016, and then my mission is actually because I joined the U.S. Go Congress in 2011, and I didn't miss any straight until this year. And then at that time I was still in college, and I met a lot of people at the Go Congress so passionate about learning Go, but there were only limited opportunities and then resources at that time. And then I was thinking, okay, in New York we should have some like a Go club and then like dojo style for people to learn and enjoy and connect. And then after I graduated from college, and then I decided to, because that's also my mission. I wanted to promote this game to the younger generations and pass down this mission to them as well, so that Go will become a more popular game.
And I think there's two measures. One is that you have a lot of students, many students, and I think there are a lot of strong students.
Not too many, but there's some students, and then the youth Go players in New York is also growing. I started with 2, and then now I think there are 1,000 kids. At least they know Go.
Right. So congratulations.
Thank you.
But the other thing is that you have your tournaments that you've been sponsoring. I think you've almost outgrown your space at that. I was up in February. I came to spend my birthday with you guys.
Yeah.
And it was just packed.
Right. So that was the New York State Championships.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
this
yeah.
year is the third.
Over 100, I think.
Over 120. Right. And we had a waiting list.
Yes,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. It's very great to see a lot of more people are coming to the tournament. And then a lot of younger people started playing. And besides the state championships, we also have a New York Youth Open and then Eastern Youth Open. And then we see each tournament, and we have a roughly like a 50 kids are competing. It's great. And then by organizing the youth tournament, one thing that was worried because for kids, some kids who just started or maybe the first time to join the tournament, they might feel a little discouraged if they lose the game, but it didn't happen. Even they lose a game and two games, and they find Go is still interesting. Actually, they motivate them to improve even faster.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow, it's really impressive, and I look forward to coming up and covering more of the tournaments because it was a lot of fun, and it was great to see so many new faces and young people and just all different ages and all different folks coming together. But I think you're going to need a bigger space.
Yeah, definitely. We're working.
This is a good problem to have.
Yeah.
So, excellent. Well, I think you have chosen 5 games to focus on, and so again, folks, reminder that this show is just designed to kind of give you a taste of some of the highlights of some of the streams and the things that have been going on here competition-wise. In terms of keeping up with what's going on with the Congress, you can watch our website and our social media, which we're trying to keep up with. But we are doing broadcasting every morning, every afternoon, in the evenings. Following this, you're going to want to stick around because once Stephanie finishes, she's doing a doubleheader tonight. When she finishes with this, she's going to turn around and comment on the Pro. So should we let people know which pros? I don't even know which pros. I know one is Ryan. Yes.
Yeah, one of it's Ryan. It's one North American pro versus a Chinese pro. 中文进6B.
Oh,
yeah,
that
it's
should
gonna be
be
exciting.
fun. All right.
Yeah.
And I think James Pinkerton is going to join you as well.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
So stay tuned. All right, that'll be coming up right after this. So without further ado, I think we have. Why don't you go ahead and introduce the first game?
So I picked the two 9-dan pros from Taiwan, and then the other two are North American pros, Ryan and Alex.
Well, the interesting thing, you know the story behind the Taiwan pros, why they're here? Because I found out a piece of it. So if you know the story, I would.
Oh, I didn't.
Well, so I found. Remember last year when all the Koreans showed up and kicked our butts?
Right.
They took all the money.
That's right.
It was great. I mean, they were so strong, and they had their team jackets and everything.
Yeah.
So it turned out that they had gotten some government funding for their travel expenses. So they're like, oh yeah, come over and win some prizes. And they didn't get that this year, so I think we just have the one fellow that won last year. But I guess word must have got out because the Taiwan government gave some travel money to get. So that's why. But a lot. So how many 9-dans are there? Like.
There are two 9-dans.
Yeah. So and they're apparently like big time back home.
Yeah, and besides those two 9-dans, there are still a couple pros and strong amateurs join the masters.
It's quite a field. I think it's very competitive this year. So
yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. All right. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at the game?
All right. So this is the game between the last year North American champion versus the one of the 9-dan from Taiwan.
Yes, Mr. On was last year's champion.
And then Xiao Zhenghao 90 is from Taiwan.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So in the opening, it's quite peaceful, and then we just jump to the. Should we go move by move, or just jump to the highlight point?
Just to the highlight point, because actually this is a game that was analyzed on this morning's stream. So if you want a detailed one, go ahead and take a look at that. But Stephanie's just going to give you a little teaser.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so both players started to fight in the very early stage of the opening. And then that was after this. it's quite even until this move. Okay, so the fight is sort of temporarily settled. The corner is alive, and then this white group is alive. And then after that, okay, and then there are a couple senteis here. Okay, so there's a branch here. Okay, after this move, so what I think after the P black extended on the top, and then after this move, all of the fights are actually settled. So there's something going on in the lower right corner later. So at this moment, so white already have a small lead at this point, because if we look at all of the stones here, the most of the fight meaning started from the lower left corner. And if we look at the efficiency of all of the stones, white is actually having a better position at this stage. So in the actual game, white started targeting the black's group right here, which, well, they're 9-9. He's 9-9. He got some plan after this. But if we look at what happened after the fight in the lower right corner, so at this moment, it's not really necessary to start another fight. Instead, white can use one of the moves to protect the lower right corner and get all the cash there. Because this group, even though there's some senteis here, but still there's a wedge and an attach. There's some weaknesses there. So if I were white, I will consider some protection move over here around this area, the knight's move to get all the cash in the pocket.
That's not what happens in the game.
No, that's another like very complicated fight after.
Which is why we're not going to go into it, folks. But you can look at the stream from this morning. It's an excellent analysis, and it gets kind of crazy.
Yeah.
My feeling, I was telling Stephanie before we started that my feeling with Mr. On particularly is that I feel like at a certain point he kind of looks at his watch and thinks, it's lunchtime. Let me kill something. I don't know if that's true, but there are things that look, he will make these moves that seem very sort of subtle. He did a sequence yesterday where he placed inside, he placed inside, he placed inside, and they all looked like they were time moves, to get some more time. But it turned out they created this very complicated but simple shortage of liberty. It was a work of art. I recommend going back and checking that one out too.
Yeah. By speaking of time, actually this year the time setting changed.
They did. You want to talk about that and tell us what you think of it? It's Fisher time.
It's a Fisher time, and in the meantime is 1
hour and then you get
20 seconds.
20 seconds, yeah.
Every move.
There's no Biayomi.
No Biayomi, right. It used to be 1.5 hours and then 30 seconds, 5 times Biayomi. My feeling is this style is actually has less time per. It depends actually how you.
You're right. I can tell you because I'm here.
Yeah.
And there were many times when these games would go past lunch.
Yeah.
And pretty much they're done by lunch.
Oh.
So just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
People are down to their last seconds, and unlike Biayomi, because you know how it is with Biayomi, you get 20 seconds for each period,
right?
No problem. But it is tough.
Yeah, it feels like a more intense at the end.
People are playing. Well, I will tell you, and the other thing I notice is that people seem to be. A lot of times, I've been doing it for many years, so a lot of times, like on the first day, people are all excited, they're all kind of full of energy, so they kind of play pretty fast. But then by today, they kind of slow down, and they've kind of settled in, and they're kind of in the mental thing. Today, by the time I got, we're right next door to the playing room. By the time I got here, I look at the boards, I'm like, what? People are 30, 40 moves into the game. This is not a kids tournament. So I think you might be right about that. It's supposed to be about the same, but I'm not sure. I haven't heard any complaints about it though.
Right. It's the different strategies how players are used the time.
Right.
Yeah. So Biayomi is more like feels more safe. Because you have always 30 seconds by move.
So cash in the bank.
Yeah. But by the Fisher time, if we use all of our mean time, we can only get 20 seconds. So if we have a no mean time, that basically is just 20 seconds per move.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
Yeah. It's I've seen people play with 20 seconds remove, 5, use up the one, use up another one, use up the other one, and then they'll play using that last one. But that.
Yeah.
But I also, and I'll ask around, and maybe I haven't heard of anybody losing, at least not in the Masters on time so far.
Right.
So I think it's working.
Yeah, it is. It is working. A lot of tournaments the Go tournaments are now using Fisher time. Yeah. It's the different strategies of using.
The other thing I just want to say is that they have these new clocks, and the new clocks, people had real problems with the old clocks. And I won't go into details, but people did not like the old clocks. They're big, they're bulky, they have problems with sound. And these new clocks, they're really inexpensive, they're really easy to set, and so that's eliminated a lot of those problems about using the clocks. So that's another reason for doing the Fisher. So anyway, enough about time.
Good. Yeah.
So I think we can. Are you going to show real quick on this, or are we going to go to the next one?
We quickly go to the next one.
Okay.
So another fight started after the peep, and it's actually a very scary fight. So white sacrificed the 2 stones over there, and then turn from this way, and try to surround on the top on Vicente. So I'm just gonna quickly go.
It's definitely speed round.
Yeah, because we're covering the highlight.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, and then after that, okay, so that's the move. Black started.
Submarine move.
So if we compare the fight versus white protect the corner without the peak, white gained a little bit in the center and then a little bit on the left side, but black at the center. If all of the cash in the lower right corner is taken, it's actually the corner is much bigger than how much white just gained.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And also this is a not only just attacking the corner, but also aiming to cut here, right here. Yeah, so white is forced to use the bump here to protect the cutting point. So maybe I just quickly show what's going to happen if white secure the corner and then there's a wedge. Yeah. So by looking at the result in the game, maybe white should consider just the sacrificing that's a 6 stones and then still get the corner. Yeah, but I really like the recap style, like the idea, because when we're looking at the game while they're playing and after the game, the perspective actually changed a lot. Yeah, because when they're playing and then I was watching the game as well, and I feel like, oh no, there's impossible to lose those stones. These are the key stones, and then it will affect the other's dragon. But after they finish and we already seeing the result and then we review the game, then the perspective actually changed a lot.
Well, good.
Yeah.
We have been Stephanie approved for the recap, so we are good to go. Speaking of which, we're going to go on to the next game. So we're going to move this over. So bear with us, folks. I believe
maybe before we move on, I wanted to show you the decision changing move.
Okay.
Right, very quickly. So they started something over here, and then until. The peep on the top. Oop, too fast. Oop, almost there. Almost there. Right, that's the move. Yeah, there's some Ajis. So if there's no Aji there, white is still leading by territory.
Right.
But what happened is after this, the shortage of liberty over here, this whole dragon only has the 2 liberties. And then eventually all of the territory was taken.
Bye-bye territory. My goodness, that's like 20, more than 20 points.
All of the points on the top is gone.
It's all because of that problem with the dragon on the left in the center there.
And then after black took this move, the game is over.
But that's kind of his style, you know? So
yeah, very solid. And then waiting for the opportunities.
Very patient, very patient. All right, we are going to go now to our second game. So bear with us while I swap.
The second game is Jeremy versus Jeremy is playing black, and then Wang Yunjing 9P 9 Dan from Taiwan is playing white. Okay. And the Komi is 7.5.
Yes, I believe that's right. Okay, so let's see. Why don't you just try a couple? Let me see if I get that. Oh, there it is. Yep. Get a couple of moves. Make sure we have the right game. And this is the
Jeremy Cho versus Wang Yunjing 9P.
right.
Okay, so they also started the very peaceful style in opening until this move. So white are started the lead in a very early stage. It's because the shape black didn't do very well, and then that's the star, the Hane right here. That's kind of like an overplayed move. After the cut, all of the 4 stones, the liberties are very short. And so it will be okay to just extend there because white still have the weakness here. So it will force white to spend additional moves. So the shape will be much better than Hane. Okay, that's the first highlight. And then after that, after the cut, white didn't give black that many opportunities. So black is forced to make 2 empty triangles.
That is mango.
Yeah.
Dumpling.
That's one of the worst shape bingo. It's because the efficiency. Yeah, because all of the stones, even though they're connected, but they don't really have any value in the territory. And
it's kind of hurt as a professional. Doesn't this just kind of
does
hurt?
it feel like
It's just ow.
ouch? Yeah. Right. And then and another reason the bad shape, like or inefficient shape, is it will cause them trouble because they still have some ajis.
Right.
Because all of the stones are kind of clumped together,
Right.
and it doesn't have a very efficient development in the future. So that's also what happened in this game after the shoulder hit. White is also aiming to connect the 2 stones. So black was forced to spend more moves just to kill those 2 stones, but lose all the territory on the top.
Gone.
Yeah. And then this is what happened. Yeah, so black just spent too many moves in this area.
It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not even 20 points. I don't think, right?
Right.
But less, maybe a little less.
Less.
That's almost like a 2 points per move.
Right. Yeah. So after that, the first fight, that's pretty much. So white didn't really give any other opportunities to black.
And at that level, at 9P level, you don't need a big lead. You just right. I mean,
right. Like 5 points.
And that's good enough.
Yeah, especially for 9Ps.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I asked some strong players in the master divisions. I asked, because we didn't really know what Mr. Wang's style is. And is he this peaceful? And then many of them said, no, it's just because he has a big lead. So he played peacefully.
He can afford to be peaceful. Rich men don't pick fights.
Right. So maybe we will see his real style in the later games.
I think we will see that. For sure. All right. Excellent. All right. So now we will go to, we have a couple of American pros. Excellent. All right. Let me just switch out the game here.
That's between Ryan versus Inhan. Yeah. Speaking of, so Ryan is playing black and Inhan is playing white. And then I also like the idea of the Congress director this year they hosted a welcoming party for
right in this room.
Yeah.
You guys came and yeah.
Yeah, and then it's a really great opportunity to see and to know everyone. And we realized because while they have their like a short bio of each player, and actually many of the 7 dan and the 6 dan players went to our New York State Championship and they took the first places. First a couple places.
Yeah.
He took the first place, and another player, last name is Zheng. Zen.
Yeah.
He took the second place.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was such a strong tournament. It was really, we were really happy to be able to bring those games to folks because they were such a strong field.
Yeah. Maybe it's because the cash prize is very
definitely
attracting. Yeah.
People like the big prizes, but I also feel like there's better prizes, but the competition level just seems it's one of these sort of chicken and egg things.
Yeah.
Yes, there's better prizes, but also people want better competition.
That's right.
Right. So I don't know which comes first, but I think there's almost a critical mass of all of that happening.
That's right. So, when there are more like strong players attending, it will also attract more people to come as well.
Correct. That's right.
Yeah, we're very lucky because all of the cash prizes are donated by our parents.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's and then because we have these opportunities, then we're able to host more and more tournaments, and then it will also help the Go communities. And people love tournaments.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But sponsors out there need to step up because it's a good opportunity. Such a good population. So if you're out there watching, let's talk.
Yes. And then I also like the idea that this year we got Friends of Congress and a lot of friends to donate this for the future Congress. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. All right, so let's a couple of American pros to see what are the key points in this game.
Okay. All right.
Right on schedule.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna just jump to the key point, and then so the first fight started in the top left corner, and the white decided to have a trade. That's when black started taking the eye space, and the white decided to just to sacrifice this stone. And after that, that's what happened. Okay, so white got some territory on the top, but black built a very strong and then big territory from the left side. So if we look at the result of this fight, up to this move, by killing these 2 stones and comparing with the sacrificing this stone is black gets a little bit lead here because these 2 stones only got around 10 points. And so black started with a small lead in this game until they have another fight right here. Okay, so guess where black played after the cut. If you're a black, would you go on the top or continue the fight, or any thoughts on that?
Oh, it kind of depends on the day. I mean, I kind of want to extend at M5, but all of those cutting points on the left are a little worrisome. But fighting spirit kind of.
Yeah, that's what Ryan played, the extend. Yeah.
That's my man.
That's
probably wrong.
And after review, because we also compared the result, and then at that moment, because this is the decision-making moment. So black, after the game finished, black realized it's not necessary to start a fight. It's the territory on the left side is already big enough.
So just extend on the top there.
Yeah, and then after this extend, it will make the game more chaotic. Right.
Brian kind of like.
That's right. I think
Come on,
he's
let's be honest.
well, according
Peaceful, chaotic.
yeah. Well, according to him, he feels that his style is more like a solid and a peaceful. But I totally disagree.
It's kind of both though, right? I mean, I've seen some peaceful, but I think he kind of likes to.
In her true heart, I think he's still, and he's good at handling with very complicated fighting
that's
situations.
Right. He is. Yeah. And I think that's a trouble is that when you do that, you think, oh, I can handle this. It reminds me, I used to play pair Go with Barbara Calhoun, president of the Go Association at the time. And I could read very well. I was a very good reader. And so I would play in pair Go. I'd play these very complicated things. And she said, you can't do that. Because her strength was different. And it was like, keep it simple.
Yeah.
Very good lesson. So maybe this is a good example of that. So just extending up is a very simple, because I think it pretty much closes the door to that territory, right?
Yeah. I understand at that moment. I feel like this extent is must play move.
It just feels like you don't want to back down, right?
Yeah.
But these cutting points are very scary.
That's what happens after. Then there are a lot of fight here until here, and then white got cut. So this stone got cut off later on, and they had another trade after this. So black eventually spent a couple moves here to just cover up the weaknesses after the extend, but that's what the loss black had. Yeah.
Interesting. So the effect, so actually black did get that territory, but the cost was
the 3 stones on the right.
On the right. So there was a price to be paid.
That's right. Yeah. And at this moment, white played a very interesting move to attach. My understanding of this move is there's not a very good direct attacking move because there's still some agi here, and then white is a little afraid. If black is able to make a live there, then there's probably no chance to fight with the territory. So white wants to do some senteis on the top, but that's a gote. So after that move, black eventually made a life on the right, and then just lead the territory until the end.
Interesting, but also white breaks through on the upper side, which is big, right?
That's big. But if we compare with Hane here at that moment, so that's still a chance to kill the 3 stones.
Sure.
So if we compare cutting through from here by killing the 3 stones on the right, that's a big difference. Yeah. So white lost opportunity here because that's a goating move.
So he really can't afford to take gote.
Right. So right now, white will have to create a plan to get more profits from attacking the 3 stones.
So you're thinking, and then the analysis shows that you have to be, white has to be more active.
Right. Or be more. Be more brave. Maybe is not the correct move, correct word. I understand the worry after this move. He probably wants to get some more senteis here to help kill the 3 stones, but he probably didn't realize this is a gote move. So he doesn't really have a choice right now. He has to go directly to attack.
He thought Ryan would respond.
Yeah, and then with more exchange moves, then it will help white to kill the 3 stones in the later game.
Then after this, he would be able to Hane.
Right, because there's already kind of a closed door, so it's harder for black to escape.
We could probably even like double. Yeah. No, I see how that helps.
Yeah, but since that's a gote, that will make even easier for black to handle the weak group on the right side.
So the timing is so critical. Go, if you invade too early, or you attack too late, right? So figuring out what is gote, what is sente, right? And one of the things I've been seeing a lot of, besides so many AI Josekis, which is my head is spinning, but I've been seeing a lot, and I think this comes from AI too. Tell me what you think. But I've been seeing a lot of people sacrificing groups.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Like, I mean, it's just like, oh, and not little, not just a few stones, like,
The giant
7-10 stones. It's just nobody sacrifices groups like that. But I think it feels like AI has helped people understand thickness better. What does that make sense?
Yeah, thickness and then also the efficiency. Yeah, so the timing is all about the hobo judgment. That's also the hardest part and
Yes.
most abstract
Right.
about of Go. The reason AI is leading so much right now compared with the human players is because they have a more accurate judgment and then more accurate the timing. Yeah.
Yeah, which we have trouble with. And I think it's a whole other discussion, but I think also they're less emotional than we are.
No, that's right.
This is kind of an emotional move to this extent, isn't it? It's a little like, I'm not going to back down,
Right.
So cool. All right, let us go on to, I think we have one more Masters game, and this one is, remind me, one of the young players, yes?
Right. And I believe Alex is still the youngest professional in North American Go Federation. Yeah, he turned pro at age of 14. Yeah, pretty young and impressive.
They're very impressive, just startlingly. It's just. Okay, the mouse is yours.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so in this game, white is Alex, and then black is Evan Tan.
So Alex did the commentary. Y'all should check it out. Alex did the commentary for the Redmond Cup and the Girls Cup. And it's a terrific. I think it might be the first time I've worked with Alex, and he's interesting. He's pretty young himself, so he's still in high school. Very soft spoken. His reading is phenomenal.
Yeah,
really. He would just say, because then and then it dies.
That's right. Speaking of reading, because Alex is always a role model of our young students, and then before he became a pro, he had a 1 year lesson with Ryan, and then that's why.
Did not know that.
Yeah,
so he's a Ryan student. Protege is what I was looking for, right?
Yeah, that's how our in New York City Go kids know about Alex and always look up to him. And a lot of our young kids now, we have a girl who is committed to become a pro, and she's second grade. Yeah, she already know what she wants to be. That's so impressive.
So impressive, and we'll see, because the last game we're gonna look at is one of the girls' games. But anyway, Alex, I highly recommend Alex's commentary. I really enjoyed working with him, and he was just his insights were really good. He was really generous with all of the players and talking about them. So check it out. It's worth watching.
Yeah, so speaking of the readings, so the kids ask him, one of the questions the kids ask him the most is how many, a 2 go, 11 death he did before he became pro, and guess the number.
He is a hard studier. I mean, I'm going to throw a number out there. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he did 10,000.
Oh, more than that.
More than 10? Tell me.
150,000.
Get out of here.
It's true.
I believe it. That explains why he reads as fast as well as 150,000.
Yeah,
he must have been doing thousands a day.
He became so he started at 8, and then took 6 years for him to become a pro. And then as soon as the kid know this number, a lot.
We're done.
No. not
No?
opposite.
Really?
They started doing more problems.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good for them.
Yeah.
100. So that's the magic number. 150,000 problems.
150,000. Yeah.
All right,
So if
guys.
anyone can do that much,
Get started,
yeah,
and you too can be a pro.
definitely.
All right. Wow. I had no idea. I thought 10,000 was all right. All right.
Okay, because sometimes you can, the question is it repeated? And then, because there is a saying like, for any pros, you will have to solve the problem, some problems with like 10 seconds.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah,
have
yeah.
to take
yeah,
a glance.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Boom. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's to train how sharp the.
I used to,
is.
when I was studying a lot, I would ask professionals for their advice. Of course, they all said, play professional, memorize professional games and review your own games. They all said life and death. Well, the interesting thing that they said was don't, the hard ones, do the easy ones, but you have to see it right away.
Right.
And then you read it out.
Yeah.
Which was sort of counterintuitive, but actually totally makes sense now.
Yeah.
Because you see the shape. And
Very
then
quickly.
But then you have to make sure it's what you think it is.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
But after a while, and I can see this with Alf. After a while, you just sort of see. I have to tell you a story about I asked Mr. Yang. They asked him because he loves problems. He was talking about problems. I said, Mr. Yang, do you dream about Go? He says all the time. He says he wakes up at night with a Go problem in his head. He writes it down.
Yeah.
I said, oh my God.
Yeah.
All right, 150,000 problems, people. Get going after this video. All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Yeah. Okay. So they started the 3-3 invasion, which is one of the most popular Doseki now. And then, so black started with some slow moves in this game. That's how white started leading in a very early stage. So first this turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you like this for white? I feel very bad. Just white is just in the corner and with 2, 4, 6, 8, like 8 points. Is that okay for white? Is that playable?
It's okay because black spend additional move here.
Okay.
Yeah, if we compare with the right side.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so after that, maybe the lower left corner is okay, but after the shoulder hit, it's too abstract, too focused on the center, and then give all the cash to white, and that also makes harder to control the game because the center and then influence it's harder to control than territory. Okay, and then black started expanding more influence on the top, and then the next move is right here.
Oh, I saw this.
Yeah.
I thought, I thought maybe it's our electronic boards. I thought maybe
That's a misclick,
maybe,
or
well, you can do a misclick on the electronic boards.
Oh, okay.
So I thought maybe it was a mistake, but
he played.
it's a strange place.
Yeah, but that's
It's okay.
it is okay. That's how white started leading the game actually.
It's a cool move, right?
Yeah, that's also the timing and then decision making. You don't want it to get too deep, to get too dangerous,
Right.
but not too light to give too much territory to your opponent.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's such a cool move. That's Alex's move right there.
Yes, right. After that, so the territory on the left side, the third line, it's too small compared with the right side. How much white has, and there's no stone, no black stone, right? And then it's really hard for black to cap because there's so many spaces to make eyes.
Right.
Yeah. And then after this, black started another shoulder hit, just to want to get more pressure on it, but still it's too many spaces in the middle. And then, so after this invasion, black started the killing mode. Maybe at that time, during the fight over here, black realized, okay, I only have some catch on the left, but that's too small. But as we can see, white already have almost a straight 4 on the top, which is already a live shape. And then black goes to extreme right here.
Contact.
Yeah, but that's a gote. It's a little bit similar to
Ryan's.
Ryan's game. So locally, this group is dead. So if black keeps here, but there are a lot of weaknesses on the top and 3 stones, and it's very easy to connect. That's why black started trying to do some help here.
Right.
Yeah, but that's not the center. And then this stone is pretty small. And because with that killing mode and extreme mode, eventually it didn't work out. And then what happened is, since sometimes we should always have two options, like two sides. If this doesn't work, we can always switch to the other direction. But in this game, it was too extreme, and then it didn't work out. It ended up this group is dead.
Yes, that group it has a bit of a victim look to me. That I feel sort of clinging to that. Interesting.
Yeah.
So, but Black started that fight.
Black, right. Black started. So White started the invasion, the corner invasion, which is a reasonable move because that's the weakness of the 2-space enclosure. But at this moment, so it's only like a 55 moves, and
that's it right there.
Yeah. So that's another hard part of Go is the mentality because if we're in rush and then the moves will just become more like aggressive, and then the game will end it's like sooner. Yeah, so we should always adjust our mentality and mood to focus on like peacefully and wait for the chance.
Wait for it. All right, folks, we're right on time. We have one more game, and this is a real treat, which is
the Girls' Cup.
The Girls' Cup, and this is...
There are 6 groups, or around 6 groups, were fighting in the opening.
So, yeah.
So many.
But we're not going to, again, Alex did a great commentary on this, so don't look, Stephanie's not going to do a complete commentary. She's just going to show you some cool stuff, and then we're going to wrap up because we need to get prepared for Pro, which has started. Todd told me that they've started next door, so
awesome.
Got to give you a little break before that. All right, so over to you.
Yeah. Okay. So I will just jump very quickly.
Oh, this is the one where they only played on this side.
Right.
This side, not this side. Nothing on the left side.
These systems are not important at all. Yeah. So White started. I would prefer White after the keystones are captured. That's also how they ended the fight temporarily. But very, very soon, they started another fight in the other side of the board. And then after that, Black actually was leading at some point.
Black, who is 1 dan against this 5 dan, and Black, we counted, and Black was actually in good shape.
Right.
Black had several chances to win this game. Played incredibly well.
That's right. So I think the main moment for Black, it's still at this point, it's very complicated. But after the extent, Black was able to capture the 2 stones right here. That's where Black was catching up the territory. And then after White jumps, Black should find some chance to connect. But eventually the 3 stones were captured by White. That's too big.
Interesting.
Because with this connect, White can only connect with the Kasumi on the first line. That's the only move to connect. Yeah, and then with the wedge, then the White will have to Atari here, and then all of them, and then we'll have to connect on the first line. So that's one moment Black should get. And another moment is Black was played too nice, too White in the center, because there are a lot of incentives here.
I found that move. I was looking at it. I was looking at it, and I asked Alex, and I thought, well, it must not work because That was because the way she was playing. I thought it was very obvious because if you save these, then that doesn't work. That's a really good move, right?
Yeah. So not only this move is,
Right. Bye bye.
yeah, it's not like just to focus on killing. It's also as a big territory move. Is it will force white to live separately, and then black will get some profit by attacking both groups.
Right.
But it ended up just the white connecting both like weak groups together and saved a lot of moves.
Yeah. There were several chances on this one actually. Even later in the game, that move was there for a long time.
That's right.
And it was interesting because I thought it's a move that doesn't necessarily kill, but just separating, as you say, is costly.
Yeah.
If worst case, you die.
Right. Because in order to make an eye, you have to spend a lot of moves just to surround one space.
Not making any territories.
Right. So that's also one moment. I think the winning move is when white after white connected in the center and then captured the 3 stones in the lower left corner. Okay, so after this.
So that's 6 points.
Yeah, so that's too big.
Too much.
It
was a pretty close game in the end, actually.
6.5 points.
6.5 points. So you're right.
Yeah, this move is more like a center because after the capture, there are already like more than 10 points here. Yeah, that's a big move.
Yeah.
At least that's a incentive for black. Yeah.
But amazing. I mean, these are just girls. I mean, just, but I mean, they're so young and they're so strong.
Yeah, I think there are like 15, 13. Oh, wow.
Look out.
Yeah, keep it up.
So amazing. Really, again, just a real testament to where I think American Go is right now. So it's pretty exciting.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Cool. Well, Stephanie, Ian, wonderful. Thank you so much for being with us tonight and helping to inaugurate this brand new series, folks. I hope you enjoy it. I hope this is designed for folks who don't necessarily have time to watch a 2 or 3 hour video. Hopefully this gives you a good taste of it. And then maybe you will go watch the video. But even if you don't, you should. But even if you don't, you've gotten a feel for what's going on and gotten a chance to spend an hour with Stephanie. So that's always a good day. And actually, you're lucky night because after a brief break, Stephanie's going to be back with, again,
Pro.
Between
Riley is from a North American Go Federation versus the Chinese Pro 6-dan Zhong Wenjing.
Okay, and then she'll be back tomorrow morning for the deeper dive. You will everything you want to know about Josekis and fights and everything. Then, and then tomorrow you're gonna be trying to do it like really fast. Okay, like highlights. We're done. All right, folks. Thanks for watching, and we will take about I think we'll be back in soon.
Yeah, see you soon.
Soon. All right. I have to go the right way. Here it is.